Have the headphones on. The only time you didn't have the headphones in is when the mic said, "Oh shit, you don't got the headphones in? Catch him slipping."
Exactly.
That nigga lacking.
Every week, it's like, I don't need my headphones, and I
Every
think,
week.
it could always be that week again. So we're gonna grab them.
That's really yo. Life really be trying to play with niggas like that. Like it really be the one time. This is why, yo. That's why I respect the Shaq. I can never be a street nigga because it'll be the bruh. 365 days in the whole year.
Beginning to end. 365 days.
Really, nigga?
I want your same old love.
Really, nigga? I could ride around with the strap every single day, but let it be a leap year on the 29th of February, and I'm like, you know what? Let me leave the strap at home. That'll be the day the ops want to catch me.
Exactly, bro.
So
they be out there.
I can't do it, bro.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
If I could like ever measure how much I hate you, like
they be out there.
If I could ever reach a measurement, it would be immense.
I was bumping a bunch of Michael Jackson on the way back, so my head's in old school R&B space.
I see. It'll do that. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. All right, let me know when you're
ready. I got to pull up my Donald facts as well.
Wikipedia is gonna be my Donald facts. I'm mainly using it for the discography, so I could chronicle the times before I respected the name that was Childish Gambino.
Every little thing I do never seems enough for you.
Cause I'm not like them. Yo, there was a random day that song was just strongly in my head for no reason.
Yeah, respect it.
That song, like, NSYNC had some bops. I'm gonna go hold you.
Oh yeah.
NSYNC had some bops. That is one thing we definitely gotta thank MTV for. They definitely, I mean, not like black people wasn't listening to that already, but just for our generation, it definitely let the black kids be able to listen to rock.
I mean, we didn't have a choice.
We didn't, but in being forced to listen to it, we ended up liking some of that shit. Especially before school. I was so mad that BET just wouldn't let us have, like, give us like a Rap City in the morning or some shit. Like, or what was that cartoon? Sita? The black cartoon chick? That might be before your era. Of BET? Yeah, I think that was probably before your era. There was a show that would come on like right before Rap City. And I think it was like BET.com or some shit. But that it was ran by a 3D, and you know, mind you, this is like late 90s. So it was a 3D silhouette, 3D like image black girl who was voiced by I recently seen somebody that had posted and given recognition to the girl that ran the voice, but it was a show that basically played hip hop and R&B before Rap City. So that one you would get like your rap songs, but you would also get your R&B songs on BET, and they kind of came on like right after school. So like it would come on like maybe 3:00 because I think Rap City was like definitely like at 4:00, if I'm not mistaken, back in the day. But I was so tight when freaking all you had to listen to in the morning before going to school was MTV, and you'd be so tight when you know you might get four white songs to a one rap song. You know what I'm saying? You might get Alien Ant Farm, and then you might get Britney Spears, then you might get Christina Aguilera, and then they'll play 50 Cent. And then after that, freaking, that's where you get the what's that nigga? What's in it? System of the Down. The wake up. Yeah,
that's true.
That's when niggas was forced to listen to that shit and they'd be like, man, come on, dog. And then you listen to it enough and be like, this shit alright.
You wanted to.
You want basically. Why you turn on MTV? You wanted to. You know what I'm saying? And eventually, I ain't gonna hold you. It put me on to some weird shit too, cause like it let me know that like, yo, rap niggas ain't the only ones that be recycling songs. Cause like,
No.
freaking I forget was it Smashing Pumpkins or something that did the Michael Jackson remake.
It's
Yeah.
Billie
Annie, are
Jean.
you okay? Annie,
No,
are you
no,
okay?
it was Smooth
Smooth
Criminal.
Criminal.
I didn't
The
like
rock
it.
version.
I did not like it.
It was
White
cool at
people-
first, and then I was like,
White people swore it was a hit.
they wanted to be a
They
hit so
lied.
bad.
They
wanted
lied
to
to
be a hit so bad.
themselves and to the rest of us.
What I ain't gonna lie, white people, when white people want something to be fire, they will push it so much. You know what I'm saying? Hence, like, in all due respect, before Mac Miller actually got good, and I mean this because his later shit did progress and he did get good, but that early shit, bruh, that early shit was like Fat Joe level of lyricism. Like, when I tell you the first time I heard Mac Miller, it was Kool-Aid and frozen pizza, and I was only intrigued by it because I literally saw that video while I had a cup of Kool-Aid and I was eating some frozen pizza. So I was like, okay, you got my attention. And I was like, okay, cool rap, cool boom bap rap beat. You know what I'm saying? Especially around the time where I'm like really into my boom bap underground hip hop shit. But it was cool, but then I was like, this kid just raps like decent. Like he's not that good. But he did get good later on. Like by the time he did I think it was the second album. I just remember there was a song he did with Schoolboy Q. I think it had the Cool Kids or Chuck English on the beat. On that shit he was rapping some shit. Like on that shit I was like, oh okay, his lyricism done stepped up. Like he's evolving. Much like Tyga. Tyga was spitting bullshit in the beginning. Oh my, Tyga was ass. I don't even know how he got signed, but Tyga found a way to like make his raps make sense and make it start being fire somehow.
We haven't talked about Tiger in so long. I can't remember the last time you said that nigga's name. Just chill,
bro. I've thought about it, bro. I was literally because you know
you
what
was listening to Well Done, wasn't you?
No, you know what happened. I need to listen to Well Done. Well Done is a classic mixtape. I don't care what nobody said. If it ain't classic to nobody else, it's classic to us.
Okay,
all right. Because that to this day, when I hear "Teach Me How to Dougie," I don't think about the song. I think about T raw motherfucker. Why you raw? You know why? Because I don't give a fuck at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that Make It Rain. I don't know Travis Porter for that. I know Tyga for that. You know what I'm saying? All them beats he chose, bro. I swear it was Make It Rain. It was Teach Me How to Dougie. What other freestyle did he do? The I didn't even realize that was an actual. I don't know who. I forgot who made this song. I think it was a Rocco song or something like that. But
Modern Life.
No, no, nigga. The nigga that did I'ma Do Me. That Rocco.
Yeah, gotcha.
The nigga that owned a lot of freaking Future's shit for a good minute. I remember that not custody battle, but that legal battle. But I think it was his song. I think there was a song called Maybe. But that beat was hard, and Tyga killed that shit. But yeah, that was when Tyga was like becoming fire. Like, he was already kind of getting better, but at that time I was like, oh, that's peak Tyga. I think it was right before Rack City too. So I was like, oh shit, this nigga.
So would you say Rack City's peak Tyga?
Nah, because Taste was successful.
That's that do do do. Okay.
And then, you know what's the funny?
I don't know the score. I just know the song.
And you know what's the funniest shit? Niggas do not know the words.
Nobody knows.
It was the funniest shit because even Joe Budden was like, "Nigga, this song is everywhere," but I'm like, "Nigga, say a lyric. Like, somebody say a lyric." You know what I'm saying? But like that shit is about though. It's like all we know is the do do do. The funniest shit is when he did the whole shit and then somebody literally took his voice, looped it, and then put Tyga's lyrics on it. So you just hear Tyga rapping over Joe Budden going do 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 do.
It sounded close enough to the real beat. So,
it sounded just like it. It sounded just like the shit. The internet is undefeated, bro. The internet is undefeated. I'll be really wondering. I'm like, yo, the way these shits be coming out, like, bro, these niggas, this shit takes time. Like, it had to be the person that knows how to work a certain program that would download this shit, put it to a certain thing, then find the actual, like, these things don't just happen. Like, you think of it in your mind, but niggas know how to create that shit and just put it out. It's crazy. I'd be very impressed, but Like, bruh, like, dog, like Tiger, bro. Tiger deserves some credit, bro. I'll give credit to anybody who like gets like rises and then kind of has a little fall and then rises again. I think any nigga that has that deserves some credit because that shit don't happen to everybody. We've known much talented, very talented people that have like risen up and then their name like goes down and then they just never quite they reach a ceiling. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Or they just stay down. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty wonderful artists that have stayed down. You feel me? So anybody that can like get another one, like get their name back up, try to get their buzz back. That shit ain't no small feat at all. For real. So shout out to Tiger. You know what I mean? But who was I talking about at the beginning? That was like Tiger? Oh, Mac Miller. No.
You was talking about Mac Miller.
I
Then
was.
you said that he was getting better. Then you said,
Yes.
much like Tiger. Then
Yeah.
you started talking about Well Done.
Yeah, I forgot the name of the song he did with Schoolboy Q. Shout out to Schoolboy Q. But there was definitely a song they did together, and I was like, oh, okay, Mac is actually kind of spitting. Like, I'm actually enjoying his verse on this instead of just enjoying the beat. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh. And it wasn't like, you know, he started like just fucking with niggas and then getting, like, he wasn't stealing people's swag, you know, like Soulja Boy. You remember there was a certain time where Soulja Boy was jacking every nigga style. We got ghosts. But there was definitely a time where Soulja Boy was jacking nigga style. Like when Chief Keef came out, all of a sudden he became a drill rapper for a quick minute. Freaking when YG was out, you remember New Religion?
I know what you're talking about. Soulja Boy
talking about fuck it. That thing I'm a bust.
Soulja Boy would never do this. I know what you're talking about.
Yo, just because you don't want to be for Soulja Boy, nigga, I'm gonna tell the truth. All right, he was the first rapper to be Shang Tsung on niggas, and niggas just accepted it.
He made Outer Space flow.
He did.
So I'm never gonna turn against Big Draco.
I won't turn against him, but I'm gonna call it out when that nigga was biting swag. Definitely.
The only things I'll hold him accountable for is innovating the game, changing rap forever, and then also have to, you know, be accountable for he did beat up a woman, and then he did also have beef with those other women. You know, he just always gets in beef with women randomly.
He do.
That's his biggest flaw.
He do. And
besides that, I don't really have no problems with Soulja.
It's like he took a page out of Talib Kweli's book, but he decided to go further and get physical.
Yeah.
Whereas Talib Kweli was just going too hard on Twitter for a month straight on a black woman. Mind you, the only whole career, I could say, I ain't gonna say he had a flawless career, but I haven't had a problem with one thing he's ever done, Talib Kweli. But that one thing, I was like, you gotta stop. Like somebody gotta, you know what I'm saying? He just need one of his friends to just.
I had to stop following him in general because he's one of them people who just argue on Twitter with people all day. I used to follow him. He was the only nigga where I was like, why do you have so much time to be arguing with people? Most celebrities don't have this much time to be going back and forth with fans like Talib did.
Yeah, but he's not really like a celebrity. Like he's not one of them niggas that like actually tries to capitalize off his fame. He's just really one of them niggas. He
didn't start doing that so recently.
Yeah,
like now he's got podcasts and stuff. But back when he was arguing with niggas on the daily, nah, bro, niggas only knew him for
because I didn't really
Black Star.
I didn't really know what. I don't know what else he was doing because it ain't like Mos Def was trying to rap, so he wasn't a part of Black Star like that. And Talib puts out solo projects, but I ain't gonna lie, I haven't heard a solo project from Talib in a minute. So I'm just not saying he probably wasn't doing nothing at the time. Like Talib Kweli, you know, he's respected. I'm sure he was doing some shit.
Yeah, he was doing just enough to get by.
Yeah, but in that moment, I guess today he had time, and it was like a good year straight.
It was more than today. It was many days and moons.
It was many days. Every time I would see his name, he was always arguing with somebody.
Yeah.
I ain't minded though, because it was usually like color topics. He'd be like probably arguing with some white person that's ignorant as fuck and just wants to see us as monkeys and shit, and be like, okay, but you're stupid because you just obviously don't want to see this side. Da, da, da. He would do that kind of argument. I'm like, hey, you have the energy, so you know maybe you might convince somebody. I don't. Okay, us living around white people all day, like I feel like we can easily tell the difference between like some people that may have good hearts but just don't know because they're white, and you know you really are ignorant to other people's way of living when you are a certain whatever, when you lived your life the way you lived it, but they're willing to be taught. You know what I'm saying? Then you have some people that just have that same thing, but they refuse to believe anything outside of what they already know because of whatever shit. And those people, dumb people, need teaching. I don't got the energy for those people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to sit here and try to convince you that my life is the way it fucking is when I've been living this every single day, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? And those usually be people that are Trump supporters too. You know what I mean? But yeah, Talib Kweli going at that black girl. That was like the one time where he needed one of his friends. He might have needed to record an album because anybody that would have been featured would have been like, hey yo, by the way, that black girl you going at, you might need to stop that, homie. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it didn't mess up anything. If anything, he just started getting more deals.
Yeah,
that's what made it weirder.
I mean, that's what's fucked up is, you know, don't shit happen when you shit on black women, except for black women don't like you. And the thing that's fucked up is even in that instance, only some will. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to get too deep into that because I might say something that's gonna hurt some feelings. Or I'm gonna sit here talking to myself, and then you're gonna come out quiet, and then it looks even worse because now it looks like only I want to talk about this shit, which I do. Just like now, how much do I hate you?
That's fine.
We gotta have a fucking like. I wish we had like Breakfast Club a team behind them. You know, like when they would have the random interviews and they would have like a mad meter or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
I want to have a meter just says how much does Saquon hate Kevin? Just be going up.
I know how to make that. Will my computer let me make that? No. Dog, I've been trying to make this little promo clip all week for the karaoke sing off, and my computer's like, nah, you don't need that. It took me a whole day just to download all the clips I wanted to use for it. Then it took me the next day for my computer to let me chop them up. Then I finally get everything lined up perfectly. You know, when you edit the video, get everything lined up on the timeline, all the cuts. So I was like, all right, I wanted to do a cool little fancy effect transition, and it was gonna look real nice. My computer said, nah, you don't need that.
That's fucked
so
up.
Then I spent like a whole day trying to find an alternative way to do it, and I realized it's just not gonna work with the way my computer is set up. So now I'm gonna just drop a old basic little promo clip and call it a day.
I understand your plight, bro, because any computer that takes a whole day just to you know convert videos like this, which don't even have that much editing, you know what I'm saying, and it takes damn near a whole day to do it.
Yeah,
like you might not even this video probably won't even be ready in a full clip until like this time tomorrow, and not because of your fault.
Yeah, no. When I edit our show, all right, I'd usually do it at night because I know that the render is gonna take all night.
Yeah.
For an hour, like usually our show's like an hour and some change.
Yeah.
It takes me like 8-9 hours for my computer to finish rendering.
And that's crazy.
It's only a little bit of footage. Like it makes no sense.
The fucked up part is like, you know, now I'm employed, you know, thank the Lord. If I like didn't have a whole wedding that I have to pretty much put money aside for, upon, you know, I mean, on top of, you know, not having a job, so that puts me behind on shit. So I got to get back on shit with that. I would put some money aside for you to have a better computer, so you could probably be able to do shit better. Because I was about to say too. we should start a TikTok. Just because
we could do that.
Just to put clips on there. Like
I'm not opposed to any marketing strategies like that. You know,
I started one, and I'm probably gonna like do some shit on there. If when you got clips, I'm gonna put clips on there and shit like that. But you know, I might have that be an outlet for just the random times I want to talk shit about random shit randomly.
That's fine. Cause you got it.
Yeah. Cause one of my friends had actually hit me and was saying that I should do that. Like literally, she sent me. You seen videos of like niggas doing the disrespectful massages, like having the chicks all bent up and shit. And I went on like a good minute and a half rant on how that nigga just wants to get shot up. And she was just like, "See what you did right there? You need to just take that, record that, put it on TikTok."
Yeah, you need to ticket so you can talk it.
I hate when you put me in positions where like I hate it and yet I have to respect it. Like I hate when you do that. And only you seem to know how to finesse that. Like you are addicted to finessing. Okay.
I'm just good for words, bro. Like I don't know what it is.
Hate that shit.
You ready to start the show? We've been talking for a solid 20 minutes now, and it's mainly just been you ranting about how great Tiger is, so you can say do do do.
Hey, you know. But And then nigga made a whole album with the same song.
Yeah. That I do vividly remember. I knew the one. I knew Taste. I didn't know it was called Taste. Yeah. But then I heard some other songs from it. And I was like, ain't that just Taste? And I was like, nah, that's a whole different song. I said, bro, you're not going to just lie to my face like this.
Bro, it was at least 4 or 5. I feel like it was 4 or 5 singles from that one album. All of them same tempo, same vibe.
You can't be doing that.
And I think, if I'm not mistaken, like, though we only know Taste, I think one of them actually kind of went viral again. Like, one of them did numbers. You know what I'm saying? Besides Taste.
I respect.
So it was like, you gotta respect it at a certain point. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, hey, it is what it is.
Was he working with hit makers?
I don't even think so. Like, I think he was just doing it on his own. That's extra weird. Oh, side note, since you mentioned Hitmaker, one thing that's kind of sad, because I know that it won't work for the dead end audience. I would want to see them do an Odd Fridays with Hitmaker, because
their audience would hate it, but it would be good. Hate it, but it would be good. That would be good.
He got
bangers,
and it ain't just remake shit. Because like it takes certain talent to make remakes, but like the remake kind of stands on its own. You know what I'm saying? You know how sometimes you hear a remake and it'll be good on its own, but then like it makes you want to listen to the original also. That's what Hitmaker does, and that's a special talent. Because most of the time you might hear a remake and you be like, I just want to listen to the old one. I don't even want to listen to this. But Hitmaker be like, yo, this is a bop, and now I want to go to the joint that it's trying to sound, that it's remaking. That's a special talent. I don't care. I don't care if niggas be like, yo, he really don't make the beats. He just has the ideas. Whatever. There's plenty of people that have that. You know what I'm saying? The DJ Khaled's, late Kanye West. I don't know how much he had people helping him in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Because, nigga ain't have a budget to be having freaking, was it Miri Ari with the freaking violin and shit? You know what I mean? He had to get a budget for that shit. In the beginning, it was just him, sample, MPC, and he'll make it work. Now, he'll have the idea and probably have, producers making shit, you know what I'm saying? Get a lot of help in the studio. But yeah, Hitmaker would be a wonderful in a verses, for actual verses. I'm pretty sure they probably contacted him. Or in the Odd Fridays. We just know that the dead end audience is not the audience for that shit. No. If Contra, I ain't gonna lie, as much as you, and this is how I know this burned you, because you don't really care about shit. But I felt your pain when Contra won over Love Sosa. That shit, in no galaxy, no universe. You know what I'm saying? Remember early Dragon Ball Z, niggas didn't die, they went to the next dimension. In the next dimension, no place should Contra ever win over Love Sosa.
It made no sense.
In anything.
It made no sense.
In the dead end audience, it won by 1%.
It like the argument was, I mean, eventually if you give it more time, Love Sosa won, but everybody knows in the moment we only take the first 2 minutes of the poll.
Yeah, they know that.
They like we say that. So we can't be waiting around all fucking day for poll results to come in. I was like, all right, but we got to keep it moving.
Yeah.
So in that moment, y'all voted wrong. Yeah. Y'all voted loud and wrong, and they did it on purpose. Like I know they did it on purpose, because especially when Mike was like, I don't think our fans would do that, would vote against Chief Keef just to spite him. Oh, and then when we found a nigga who literally said it, Mike was like, I don't think everybody did that. Nah, brother, you can't change it. You can't say, ain't nobody say that. Okay, only one person said that. Nah, bro. Don't change it up on us.
That's also why, like, what did International's Player Anthem lose to?
That lost to Shook Ones.
Shook Ones. It's identical concept.
I didn't think it was gonna beat International Players Anthem.
I didn't think it was going to either. And I'm from New York. I'm from Long Island, Amityville, Long Island. You know what I'm saying? Central Islip. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. You know what I mean? Which, and for people that don't know, that's near Queens. You know what I'm saying? So as much as niggas shit on Long Island, niggas try to shit on Queens just because Queens is near Long Island. That's how much we get shitted on. All right? We're one cut above Jersey when it comes to New York shit. You know what I'm saying? Yo, New York, I love New York, but fuck y'all niggas sometimes, bro. Y'all niggas are the only niggas that make me feel un-New York around New Yorkers, bro. But anyway, like, what was my point? I got mad about New York, bro.
You was talking about
Shook Ones.
Gotcha,
bro. Like that should not have beat International Players Anthem. Because Shook Ones is a classic in New York. It's a classic beat for niggas to rap on. You know what I'm saying? The J. Coles of the world that actually care about their pen. That's one of the beats they're gonna rap on in this world. You know what I'm saying? But International Players Anthem was a moment. It has an Andre 3K verse. One of his defining verses at the time. Like
Yeah.
one of the verses that made niggas really, oh, this nigga's a legend.
Mhm.
He's not just a good rapper that's a part of a group. Like, this nigga's different. You know what I'm saying? The beat didn't even come in until after he was rapping. That says something.
And then the first thing you hear is Pimp C coming
You know what I'm
in with
saying?
a good ass verse.
With a good ass
setting the
verse.
tone for the rest of the people who's gonna be on the beat.
You feel me?
But hey, niggas said that Shook Ones needed to win, even though Shook Ones is, I learned during that verses that them niggas rapped on the same beat so many damn times. There's so many songs in their catalog that sound just like it. The fact that Shook Ones is a part 2.
Because it wasn't Mobb Deep. It was
Mobb Deep versus Outkast. Yeah. All of them songs sounded the same to me, bro.
And he was saying that same shit because I think before then I was playing the Infamous album before then, and I was just going through that album. He was like, I don't know if it's just me, but all these beats sound the same. And you really realize it is, at least the tempo and like the bop is the same. It'd be different, you know, samples and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as the drums and the rhythm, same shit.
Them niggas stuck to one section of the record store and said, we making all our beats with these half a crate of records. That's it.
And you know what's funny? That's one of their most famous albums. It's one of the most accredited albums. And then you know what happens? You know when niggas start saying they falling off is when they're like, you know what? We keep making the same song. Let's try something different, you know, for the fans.
Yeah, it don't work.
And then all of a sudden the niggas like, yo, they all right, but they falling off. What's going on?
That's what happens to all artists. So I understand when artists be like, look, bro, I tried new shit and it didn't work. I gotta go back to what works for me. I get it. Because like
baby.
Niggas do say that they want different shit, but you give them the different shit and they don't want it. So I understand when artists have to stay in a certain lane. I get it. Even a nigga like Future. I say nigga make the same song all the time because to me he does, but his fan base, all them songs is different. I'm not a fan of him, so I don't. My opinion doesn't matter as long as his fan base is buying it. That's all that matters.
Yeah. And Future's really good at that shit too, because like I'll tell you what, he knows what to do. Because even when he released the 2 albums at one time, the Future and the Hendrix, the Future is gonna be the side that like, you know, niggas like Shaq would like, whereas the Hendrix is still gonna have some street records, but it's gonna have like some more poppy records too, a little more singing, a little more emotion, which niggas like Shaq would probably like too. But they're gonna go back to Future. Future is the one that got Draco. It's got Mask Off. It's got I think it had the Feds did a sweep. It got all that shit.
What was the one that had My Collection on it?
That one I think was on Hendrix.
I like that song. It's very misogynistic. I still like the song. Unfortunately,
I ain't gonna hold you. As much as like Future doesn't tend to make the same shit over and over, there is a special art to his misogyny. Them shits be sounding good.
Oh yeah, it's true. I'll
be like, this is a wild record.
You can get away with saying anything as long as you say it on the song.
Yes. And
I've said that many times. Women will let you say anything as long as it's a song.
For sure. Because I still feel like Rick Ross ain't get the proper for you know, having Molly on her drink and she didn't even know it.
Mm-hmm.
He took her home and enjoyed that. She didn't even know it.
She didn't.
How the fuck she didn't even know it? You took her home and enjoyed that? She didn't even know it?
She didn't know.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to say too much because, you know, fuck around and be a podcast like this that get Rick Ross really jammed up and I might feel kind of bad.
Yeah, he ain't been jammed up yet. I think
he's actually been doing good shit.
Yeah, he been fine. So
yeah.
He been eating pears and shit.
Eating pears and shit. I ain't gonna lie. Last time I seen him, he was in the picture with Big Dave from Big Dave's Cheesesteaks. If you know about that, if you're in the ATL area, it's the chick from Slutty Vegan, which leads me to believe, you know, he's a owner of restaurants. He owns Wingstops and owns Checkers. So maybe he's doing some shit with them. Maybe. I'm with it. Black ownership, black excellence.
That's cool with me.
It's one of the reasons I love being out here. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm still broke. But, you know, the inspiration's there.
Yeah.
And one day I was driving by and saw a billboard that showed 2 black cartoons.
Can we start the show now? It's been 30 fucking minutes, dog. I'm looking at this. I'm like, hold up. Like a little bit ago, I said it's been 10 minutes. Nah, bruh.
I was trying to get that one last thing. I was like, I see him wearing. I was like, I might be able to get this one last thing over.
We're gonna get back to nigga.
It was 2 black cartoon girls on a
It's 2 black niggas right here trying to start their show. Let's get this over with, bruh. Damn. I ain't watch these battles for nothing, though. We talking about these damn battles, dog.
It was a lot of fucking battles, bro. It was a lot of fucking battles.
Damn, nigga. Start the show. Say your bullshit so we can start.